Welcome back. It is the Country Viewpoint Market Day edition here on Flow FM. It's time to go to our wool report. And joining me on the line is Andrew Partridge from Michell Wool. Andrew, good to be with you again. How are you?
Yes, good to be with you, Ellis. The market's gone up this week, so extra good.
Absolutely. I was about to say there, some good news finally after 3 weeks or so, Andrew.
Yeah, so it's maybe we're putting the sort of worst behind us, Ellis. We've past few weeks we've been talking about these left field events, our wool dumps, which are pretty critical to getting wool on ships that have been pretty chocked up, particularly here in Victoria. We've had these larger sales of sort of pushing 50 to 60,000 bales, also weighing down the market. And this week, we're starting to see a bit of positive news. The offering's back under 40,000 bales, which is good for the market. And extra bit of demand coming out of China. We've had on the wires, we've heard there's news of some uniform reports and the government departments, be they railway or post or banking sector, whatever, they send these uniform orders out into the market to spur their economy on, and obviously they take our greasy wool and turn it into garments, so it's very good for the economy. When they place the uniform orders, it's not just like our local post in Australia Post or something like that. You can imagine the thousands and thousands of staff that they employ in their government departments. But it can feed through into this market. That's what we're seeing this week.
There we have it. We had some more good news as well for the Western region in regards to merino fleece. Just update our listeners on the latest from the Western region markets. Yeah,
sure. So the EMI was up a total 13 cents for the week on the eastern coast, but over in the west there, their indicator was up 30 cents to 14.72. Our southern indicator is 12.64. So that indicator is made up of a basket of mainly merino types over in the west, and then over here in the south it's made up of crossbred, and it's got all sorts of different types of wool in it, which those two different indicators look like it's a much dearer market in the west. It's not the case. It's just the way the selection is over there. You look at, say, for instance, the 90 market indicator. In Sydney was 16.20. In Melbourne, it was 16.51, up 19 cents, and in West Australia, it was 16.74, up 40 cents. A lot of the wool over there is less than 1 VM, so only 20 cents higher over there, which is not really that much. And then you go down to the 21 market indicator, bugger all those in Sydney, 14.31 nominal quote, 14.86, up 55 cents in Melbourne, which is a pretty big number, and in the West, 14.70. It was up 60 cents on the previous week, but that's at 16 cents below where Melbourne sold. So wool for wool, when you're shipping out of Australia, there shouldn't be much difference in the price of it.
And just unpack for us the latest with regards to the free or nearly free types of bales, because we've seen some developments there as well.
Yeah, it certainly does. So you're looking at particularly our biggest market in China and even into Europe in our better spinning, better worsted sort of tops. They require a 1% VM average in their orders. So they can take up to 2, they can take up to 3 VM in any one lot in their orders, but certainly the 1 VM types and less than 1 are the ones that are heavily sought by the premium mills. When you get into the more burrier types, it takes a bit slower to process. Some mills don't even bother processing higher VM ones, so you get that discounting effect of less demand and less bidding price in the sale rooms when you get these wools over 2%. They still buy them, obviously, but it's a matter of sort of weakening bidding and weakening sort of demand and the higher cost of processing those wools that lead through into the discounts in the market. But certainly the premium ends, they demand the free on the E-freeze, which is under 1% VM in fleece.
So just to conclude, Andrew, is your gut feel that people can sort of head into the next week with some levels of optimism?
Yeah, so playing into the lower supply, playing into the fact there's a bit of rumours of multiple Chinese government uniform orders. We've got lower supply. The dollar's even had a look at 66 cents this week, so I didn't sort of pick, so it makes it good value in US terms. More positives than negatives, Ellis, so we're looking okay next week.
Andrew Partridge from Michell Wool, really appreciate your time. We'll chat next week. All the best.
Cheers.